What's up, guys? Welcome. You're not going to be on camera. We're not on camera, honey.
Yes, we are. There's a camera.
Yeah, there's a camera right there.
Yeah.
But there see, there we are. Yeah. There. So, whoops. That's not working. That's so we can't be there. See. So, what's up, everybody? I'm on camera, but I'm gonna shut it off. So. So here we are. We're in week 8. Yes, we're in week 8. We lost our last game. We lost to the Buccaneers. Now we're playing
I'm playing on my dad's phone.
And she's playing on my phone. Then we're playing the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
No.
We're not going to do that. We're going to actually play.
Yeah, and start
the full game.
Mhm.
All right.
It's week 8 of the National Football League, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Panthers and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
I'll try to talk as much as I can. It's going to be a little bit hard, but let's remember, I am coaching this team. I am not playing. So
Yeah, I played this before.
She has. She's not very good.
Yeah, but I say that world. But after my dad was at work.
Mm-hmm. So we're playing the 3-4. They're 3-4. We're 7-1. They're 6-1. Excuse me.
Set to square up and see who can perform better in a high-profile matchup. And you and I talk about all the
depending on how I feel, I felt kind of crummy the last couple of days. So.
And as jacked up as these fans are, how about these two teams? They've been looking forward to testing themselves against what is considered the best on the other side. This is going to be a lot of fun, a very exciting battle headed our way.
There we go. Let's put us back on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Guys, where are you? Oh, you're right there.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway.
Excuse me.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So I did watch the draft. I watched it pretty closely. I probably, and everybody's gonna laugh. He's just saying I'm being a homer, but Green Bay had a really good draft this year. They filled needs. They filled their depth chart. They have added some players that they needed to add. Everybody's saying Green Bay needed a wide receiver in the first round. Shut the fuck up. They didn't. They got him in the second and third. Huh? Well, hey, put that down. I don't want people to... I could get me copyrighted on, okay? Keep it to yourself, all right? You're not in trouble.
But he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass. Opening carry of the game for Cardiac Panthers.
Good defense right there. Good defense.
You spit on me.
Sorry.
That's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down. Now some movement before the snap.
And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
On third down, Mariota. And a good job defensively.
All right, so we're doing good there. All right, we're going to force a punt here.
Not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this fourth down call.
Ah.
A 40-yard,
All right.
5 yards on the return.
So Sam Darnold he had 5 interceptions in the last game. That wasn't very good, but we're going to start him again. I believe I have faith in this guy. I think he can get it done. He's just got to make the right throws.
This week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
They're hoping to get rid of that interception bug. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
Got 2 yards on that play.
Second and 8 coming up. The Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals. It wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. Look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022.
Get off blocks. All right.
And get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Again, it's Foreman. And he's got
Nice drive, nice play. It's just simple things. It's game management with this game. You can't just run a no huddle in this game, especially if you're playing the 15 minutes. Which is why I keep it I can keep it close because of the.
If you run 6 in a row, you know you're doing something right in the NFL. So I don't think the one loss is really going to discourage them.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. This is Chenault on the receiving end.
Nice play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And they let this down inside.
Good play. Quick underneath play. Good decent drive going so far. I'm liking it. My play calling's been pretty good so far.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside.
Then go over there and sit.
Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4-4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
I know.
Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far.
All right. Only got 2 yards, but it is what it is.
A minimal gain there
3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, folks. 3rd and 5. What's up, Aaron? How's it going? Oh. Oh, man. That was stupid on my part. It wasn't the play that I picked. Fuck.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Darnold.
All right.
Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he
We'll kick the field goal.
but that brings
It's all right.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end
All right, 3-0. You got to score touchdowns, though.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Williams on this.
Remember, we're doing this for Bobbitt.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Mariota now. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds.
So far, my defense is pretty good.
The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Huh?
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one.
I'm not sure what Trackmania Turbo is. You.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team...
Shut the door.
You always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you find into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they
Nobody
needed
listens
that
to me in
loss.
this
So,
house.
That's not something that they're
All right.
in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Past the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was
What's she
double
watching?
coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They
Those
went right at it and
Crazy
defeated it
life
on
hack
that play.
videos for
They
kids.
had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now Foreman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Foreman.
Nice play.
And the Panthers are going to
Nice play.
as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
Touchdown! That's what I'm talking about.
Touchdown by DJ Moore. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
That's a lot of touchdowns for him.
Extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section of the playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So this drive spans 7.
All right, I'm up 10-0.
It concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
Oh, damn. Everybody in this house has been fighting nasty cold, so
They've shown precious little here offensively
yeah.
thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Oopsie.
Got
rolled off the ball there.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Right side run with
Come on,
Patterson.
there we go.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Looking at it like it's a whole new
Mariota to
world.
throw it.
Ah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. Damn it.
And he's gonna
Can't
have
stop
the
'em all.
Falcons
Can't
first
stop
down
'em
as
all.
They're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down. 10-0 this score.
I don't know if any of you have ever seen Kicking and Screaming. It's a Will Ferrell movie where he coaches soccer. It's actually his movies. I love his movies. The guy always fucking delivers. I've never seen a movie that was not funny with that guy. That's just me though. I'm sure Baseman would say, well, he does the same thing all the time. Well, he may, but goddamn, that guy is the greatest.
Rolling to his left.
There we go.
That one coming, it's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
He's got gray hair.
I think this will want to arrive
He's
very
great.
simply
He's
because
gray hair.
he overestimated his arm strength.
There must have been updates to the game because that's terrible.
A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Alright, let me see here.
Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage,
Everything is
which you should be able to
underneath.
beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Now Darnold going to take it and just back this one forward to his wideout. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off.
Nice run. All right.
Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a
Jerry Hughes on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Foreman.
Couple of yards on the play. It's a good move, good move.
That's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. And it'll be caught.
I think that's what this one's going to be overturned.
By DJ Moore. A great play there.
This one might be overturned though.
Touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
I don't know. He drug his feet. I mean, Marcus Mariota coming out of college was actually pretty good. He was the Heisman Trophy winner. He just, again, that offense that they ran in Oregon does not translate to the NFL. It's the same as Alabama. It does not fucking translate to the NFL. There's the same thing with Oregon as it is with Alabama. There is Oregon open and there's Alabama open. It's just the way it is. I mean, Oregon and Alabama are 2 teams in their respective conferences that I would say always get top recruits because of who their coaches were. It's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain, but it is just the way it is. Marcus Mariota is a good quarterback. He is a decent quarterback, but because of all of his, nobody gives him a chance, and it's kind of late for him. When he's been in, he's been okay. I mean, when Derek Carr went down in Oakland, or Las Vegas, it might have been 2 years ago, he looked pretty good. He had his moments where he actually looked decent, which is why he got the contract he did. So
they'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. Got this complete to tight end Pitts.
You gotta start
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get
stopping the underneath stuff.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
At the 48-yard line.
Throwing is Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota.
Damn it.
And complete to Drake London. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
Yes, you are 100% correct. Oregon, I'd say, is behind. Oh, they're behind by a lot more than you think. Alabama, well, actually, Georgia
Yeah.
is now ahead of Alabama as far as, you know, who's the Georgia is now the cream of the crop in the SEC. I think Nick Saban's time is running short in Alabama. Not that he's going to retire, but I think his time is up as one of the guys. It's going to be really hard for Alabama to get to the.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sunshine, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain
National title playoff. Well, not anymore because they added, and they did it. That's the only reason they did it, to add Jordan, so they could get 4 SEC teams in the fucking playoffs. That's the only reason they fucking did it. And you can't tell me any fucking different.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to.
All right. Still up 17-3.
And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that stems the tide just a little, but this is a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the second quarter. Plenty of time to go.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead as they begin.
So the draft went pretty well today. Baltimore, they only had 5 picks, but they filled their needs. A lot of linebackers. Like, I don't know how many linebackers. I can't remember who took. I mean, there was one team that took like 6 fucking linebackers this year. It seemed like every time they were fucking drafting, they were drafting a fucking linebacker. And I want to say it's the Eagles. Like, how many fucking linebackers do you fucking need? I mean.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create.
No, I'd say it was a pretty good draft. I can't complain. It was for me as a Packer fan, I got what I wanted out of it. A complete meltdown. But they still got the player that I thought they were gonna fucking take.
This pass complete to Higgins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So the thing with that pick, Cody, is the kid is pretty good. Okay, so they special teams. He's a special teams guy for them. When you go, so here's the thing with the draft. When you're filling depth chart and and needs, okay, that's the way I look at the draft. You're filling for depth chart. Your first round, maybe your second, earlier second round, maybe early third round. You're going out and you're getting guys that you think will make an impact on your team, will be a starter, or will make a considerable amount of time on your team. So when you get to the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round, you're looking for special teams guys. And special teams guys, I don't see that kid making the team unless they think they can fix him, which is what they will fucking do. That's why they drafted him, because if he doesn't have an ACL, they can put one in him. They put one in me. When I tore my knee, they completely gave me a new ligament. I've got arthritis in the knees. Everybody gets arthritis. Everybody gets arthritis. The Denvers went for another receiver. You can never... I'm going to say this now, and Heather can vouch for this. You can never have enough receivers. Mm-hmm. You can never have enough receivers. Do you look at like teams, and they will draft a lot of unsigned free agents will be receivers. Because they're special teams guys. Special teams. It's just speed and special teams. You'll see a lot of cornerbacks and a lot of receivers, because special teams, you need speed guys. So that's why. And yes, they took a linebacker. Teams take linebackers, and they needed a cornerback. They needed a safety. Look, so people losing their shit today on Twitter about why are they picking all these safeties and linebackers and all these things. You've got to remember in the later rounds, as well as you're going for special teams, you're going for depth. You're adding depth to your team. Free agency, you're going out and you're getting, to me, free agency isn't where you go and fill depth. Unless, everybody's gone and you just need a player here or a player there. Your free agency, you're trying to sign the big names. Not every team in the NFL has the luxury to go out and just fucking sign all these big-time free agents, So that is why you see those things happen in the draft. You see a lot of receivers going later in rounds.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out. Trying around the 7. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Darnold down to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's
First down.
Down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
I got 3 timeouts left, so I can use that. So I didn't know how Denver did. They talked about Denver today with the trade, or the trade from last year and everything.
They'll go with Foreman, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their
So yeah, they talked about that a little bit
as the
today.
clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On second and goal, Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
I think Hendon Hooker is a little bit of a hype pick more than he is a good pick. Will Levis. Why he went to fucking Kentucky, I don't know. I don't think he was going to get on the field where he was at. I think Will Levis will be fine. Hendon Hooker is a hype pick because he had one good year. He couldn't. So Will Levis left Penn State because he wasn't getting on the field with the guy that the Packers drafted today, Clifford. Is he better than Will Levis? I don't think so. I think, is he better? Is Will Levis better than Hendon Hooker? In my eyes, yes. Will Levis played with less talent than what Hendon Hooker did and made the most of what he could. I think you'll be surprised by Hooker, or by Levis. Levis is pretty good. He was supposed to be a top 10 pick. I'd be fucking happy. He was going to go higher than Hendon Hooker was. So it's not about what you're getting now. It's about what you're going to get in the future. That's what people need to understand when it comes to draft. That's why fucking people saying we need to get a fucking receiver in the first round to get Jordan Love some help. There's no guarantee that this kid's going to even make the fucking field in the first year. I mean, Green Bay has some pretty good fucking receivers, and they're going to go out and get a fucking veteran. I'm not saying that Smith and Jigba wasn't the pick that I would have been against. I just think that there's players just like the guy that the Packers drafted in the second round. He's exactly the same thing and more experience. He can do all the things that Smith and Jigba can do. He can make all those fancy over-the-shoulder catches, those acrobatic catches. Plus, he can kick return. Yes, Green Bay has Keyshawn Nixon, but he's doing kickoffs. They need a punt returner. And I can see this kid did that in college. So
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
all right, we're going to take a knee here because I'm not going to do anything stupid. So we'll take a knee. We'll take it to halftime. We are going to be up 24-3 going into the third quarter.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime. Intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead in the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Derek Carr lighting it up. 3 touchdown passes there.
Philadelphia Eagles did pretty good in the draft. Players fell to them. Players fell to them. I said it. I would if the best player on the fucking board fell to me, I'm taking him. If Jalen Carter had fallen to the Packers, I would have taken him. I would have taken him. I would have taken Nolan Smith too. There's nothing wrong with adding depth and being first round. You're going to have some competition at the fucking linebacker position. The Packers took 2 tight ends back to back. They're going to run a 2 tight end system, so why not add another possible starting tight end? Do you see the weapons that they can have with the 2 tight ends? You got one guy that can run underneath and one that can run vertical. You have the vertical fucking slot guy with Jaden Reed, and then you have the 2 guys on the outside. Green Bay is going to be really fucking good. Really quick. their rebuild is probably only going to be maybe a year or two. And we'll see with Jordan Love as to whether or not they sign an extension with him. He probably won't get a big extension because, you know, he hasn't been on the field. So this is his interview for that job. And if he does well, I'm expecting him not to get fucking Lamar Jackson money. He's probably going to get mid-level Ryan Tannehill money. I could see that. But right now they can't sign a big contract like that because they're still paying Aaron Rodgers his, which that will come off next year, and they'll have more cap space to sign Jordan Love. No, Jordan Love may get, they may do his 5th-year option. We shall see.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Darnold to Chenault on the slant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this
So
league.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive,
yes, the Titans are also a 2 tight end system. Yeah, well, they have.
to throw is Darnold.
That's so McVay, Mike Vrabel, the offensive coordinator for the Titans, the Washington Commanders are going to have 2. They're all coming from the same system.
A carry for Foreman. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The Rams run the same thing.
Find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Darnold. And he bats it away, and it falls down.
Damn it.
Incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
All right. Let's see what I can do here.
First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their 25-yard line. Now Mariota. Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They aren't running the ball at all.
Mariota. That's caught. It's Frank Darby. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Which is a shame because they can run the ball.
That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser.
To Ferkser.
This one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Mariota now to throw on first down. That'll be taken in by Darby. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Panthers.
To the air again, Mariota. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
Mariota to throw it. He's got his man London right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing, Mariota. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Mariota. Flush to his right.
So
sack.
good,
He gets back
man.
to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
24 yards attempt.
Koo knocks this one through.
All right.
And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3.
Still.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing,
Since some teams run the same system.
in your favor, you're happy to take
Okay, now I see what you say. When some teams lose, it's because they didn't show up. Yes. Everybody at the NFL is a copycat fucking league. If another team, like the Cowboys, let's look at the Cowboys. Cowboys, I can tell you right fucking now, have the most talented roster in the NFL. Hands down. I mean, the Eagles are right up there. But year in and year out, the Dallas Cowboys have the most talented roster in the NFL. And look at what happens to them every fucking year. They just decide not to fucking show up because they're the Dallas Cowboys and they don't, oh shit. They don't think that they have to show up every week. Well, it hurts them a lot of times because of that.
No question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. This one to the sideline. He's got it.
That's good. Let's punt it away.
First down.
Don't be silly here.
Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
Hey, look at that sack. Yeah. This sometimes, it's just, sometimes you get outplayed, and a lot of times you can see it if a team is just not there and not showing up. I can tell you right now, probably because of the injuries this year, and I'm not making excuses, Green Bay did not fucking show up half the fucking time. Like, after they lost to the Giants, they said, fuck it, I don't care anymore. That's when it seemed like the team just fucking fell apart. Because they started out really fucking good. You know, they lost to the Vikings, which was a fluke. They shouldn't have lost to the Vikings. They just didn't show up. And then, you know, you've seen at the end of the year, they went on a fucking tear. They didn't win the last game because they fucking just they were pretty much like, who fucking cares? Oh, man. So, there's that. I will say this, there is one team in Heather like this. There is one team out there that I don't see ever not taking a playoff, and that's Baltimore.
Last year was the first year it's happened since
I wouldn't even say that. I think they just didn't have enough.
Yeah,
Once Lamar, well, they had a good year last year.
They did, but it was still, when it came crunch time, they still had a lot of injuries that they were fighting.
But now imagine if they were healthy.
Yeah.
But I very seldom, they play hard all the way through. I'm not saying that the other teams...
No shade at Tyler Huntley. He did his best.
Well, I mean...
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run out of the gun. It's Halbert.
Got stuck on his own guy and then trampled by the other team.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run with Foreman. And he's going to get stepped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Darnold from the gun. And he'll just toss it away. So
all right.
brings up 4th down. And this is
60-yard field goal.
just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
I'm not really surprised about that at all, Cody. Matthew Stafford, I don't know how much longer he's going to be going. He's so injury prone right now that I think personally, Stetson Bennett, they're going to draft him to try and take over. That's why they drafted him. The problem with Stetson Bennett is he's like 25. So he's an experienced quarterback, but
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A first down throw for Mariota. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be
Playing
taken
too far
down,
off.
but not before they work this to the 45. So from Panther
Okay,
territory now, it's first
nothing I
and
can do
10
about it.
at the 45-yard line. Mariota now. Got a man, it's London. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The only place I'm allowed
It's
to.
the toughest route to defend. And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big
This
lead,
game went quick.
and they know they've got to throw the ball.
Yeah.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And you are right, Cody. The kicker did go in the 3rd round.
That is very true. It's a good kicker. Really good fucking kicker. Best, I think he was the best kicker. Well, Packers drafted one in the 5th round. Which means Mason Crosby time in Green Bay is probably done. I wish not, because I fucking love that. I met that guy. That guy. So he's a kicker, right? But his arms are as big as an offensive lineman. He's fucking. He's the guy's a workout. He has a 6-pack.
He owns a restaurant here.
He used to own the bowling alley in Green Bay. So him and Greg Jennings and they went in and helped renovate it, so they gave him part of ownership. I don't know if they still do or not, but
Hey, who knows? Maybe he'll go into retirement and we can go up there and see him.
and the boy can drink.
Yeah.
The boy, I used to be able to drink. That guy can drink.
Back in training camp, they knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Foreman. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Again, it's Foreman. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Darnold. Able to complete this to Chenault.
First down.
He's going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Go right back. Go right
No,
back.
it was the 49ers.
49ers what?
49ers drafted the kicker Jake Moody in the 3rd round.
49ers did.
Spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing.
And a little bit of trivia, they said it today, the first time a kicker and a punter from the same football team was drafted in the same year.
And the Patriots
Took the punter.
took Chad Ryland in round 4.
No place for him to go. A nice
Yeah.
job there, only giving up.
Well, they needed a kicker.
Now Foreman. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That pass complete to Moore. And he is the Panthers first
Packers took a
down. It's
quarterback
gain
in
of
that.
6 that
5th round. Yep, Tyler Clifford.
He's been the go-to
I think
guy.
that's his
They
name.
needed a big play there
Yep,
on 3rd
he's
down.
played for Penn State. Pretty good. Short. He's only like 6'1", 215 pounds, but I mean, he's just. They got their backup. He's probably going to practice squat it for a couple of years, but
Yeah, they took the kicker in the 6th round. And yes, Cody, they took Anders Carlson.
6'5", 220 pounds. Can kick. Got a leg. Got a cannon for a leg, and he can kick in cold weather. So I think he played soccer because he sounds like he might be from like Sweden or whatever.
And it was Bengals who took a punter.
Yeah, but they took it was
Brad Robbins in the 6th round.
yeah, but it was the kid from Michigan. Both of them, both the kicker and the punter from the same team, went on the same day. First time that's ever happened.
But he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
I think this is the first draft where I've seen an actual kicker drafted.
I've not. I remember when fucking Sebastian Janikowski was drafted in the 1st round by the Oakland Raiders. Yep.
But I haven't really watched the draft religiously. Like
No. I know, but I'm just saying it has Ray Guy. It happened with Ray Guy. Ray Guy was the first punter. He was the first punter ever taken in the 1st round.
Taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run on 1st down. Foreman, he'll take it inside the 25.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly.
I'm gonna put some guys in. Oh, I only have 2 guys. Okay, that's never mind.
Defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack.
I don't know how many more years Alvin Kamara's got left. He's
Alvin
been playing for a
Kamara.
long time.
Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
Again, Aaron, I told you, it's because of depth. They need depth. So there's nothing wrong with drafting quarterbacks. There's nothing wrong with drafting running backs. Running backs are they take a lot of wear and tear on their bodies. So why not take a running back?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a 1.
No, he's fine. Alvin Kamara is in a great position. It's just they're adding so that they can take some pressure off of him. It's not. Don't read too. When teams take quarterbacks or they take running backs or they take whatever, especially those 2 positions, nobody's going anywhere. It's just Well, if you're the Detroit Lions, you are. They drafted a running back in the first round and traded away DeAndre Swift. Okay, fine. But if you're going to draft a running back, usually you draft them in the second, third, fourth rounds, and then you're adding to your weaponry. If you're adding a quarterback, you're adding a quarterback as a backup, especially if you have an aging quarterback like Aaron Rodgers was, because that's the reason. That's the reason the Packers drafted a quarterback, because Aaron Rodgers got hurt and he was coming off an injury and they didn't know if he was going to be able to recover. So they're like, well, let's draft somebody just in case, and they did. And they're like, well, we might as well just stick with it, you know?
And as far as them signing Derek Carr not long ago, yes, he will be QB1. However, he's going to need a backup for the days where he's going to need time off because of injury or, you know.
Well, they have Jameis Winston there.
Are you sure?
Yes, they do. They just signed him to a one-year deal.
On second down.
There's nothing wrong with having backups. There's nothing wrong with having a backup to a backup to a backup.
Yeah, James Winston is another one who gets injured.
Or makes a lot of mistakes. Well, I'm going to win this game. Woohoo! Woo-woo! Depth is huge, man.
Without depth, your team does not go very far. I mean, look at the year that the Ravens were down both Lamar Jackson and RBG, the third. RGB.
Robert Griffin, the third.
Yeah.
A victory for Carolina, and we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who
RG3.
loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go in a victory.
All right, so at 1, we're back on the winning track. Thank God.
Every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points.
I think I'm going to end it here
Gave it back to the offense. Special teams
because I am.
right there with them. That's
My
the
nose
type of
is
game a coach is
stuffed
gonna
and
do.
I'm feeling horrible.
Have to be careful not to give out too many kudos.
I know it was a short night, but
So for the Panthers,
we won. We're back on the winning track. It's a good thing.
with the Cincinnati Bengals.
I want to thank everybody for being here, especially you, Cody, and you, Alpha. Good conversation in the chat. Yeah. Do you have anything to add, Heather?
No.
Let's do this real quick. And then we'll get out of here. What? The way he looks? I know.
Shaped like a potato.
They're all shaped like a fucking potato. Yay, we get to add him. We get to add color to his scheme. Yay. Manage roster. NFL rosters. Saints' first 2 picks were defensive linemen. Kind of intriguing. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. They do need the help, and it was good picks. So, I mean, all right. So let's answer a media question here. At the midway point, your team's in a good spot. How far do you think this team can go? You just want to be in a position to win the Super Bowl. And, of course, for that to happen, you need to make the playoffs. And I know we can get there. I believe we're showing this is a Super Bowl caliber team. There's a lot of football left, but it's time to think big. Well, it's a dangerous game to start looking ahead. So right now these guys just need to worry about winning each week. We'll go with that one. I mean, either answer isn't bad, but let's go to manage staff here. View talent tree. Okay. Advance to next week, and our next week's opponent, which I will not be here next week, so we will not be playing Madden again for another. We are playing the Bengals. God help us all. Oops, you know what? I didn't do something. User teams.
Oh, you didn't add money.
I add 5 million. Options. Let's go to create a save point. Go to the small bass, and there it is. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here. I know Heather's probably burnt out as hell. I'm fried. Yeah?
I wouldn't say I'm burnt out. I just...
Well, we're fighting colds in the house, so... but I want to thank everybody for showing up. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tomorrow night we'll be back for No Bucks Given. Heavily, it's probably going to be heavy wrestling-centric. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, I guess. I mean,
between the new championship, the draft, fucking...
Oh, that WWE is racist thing.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch to talk about with wrestling.
So, well, I'll touch up on the draft. You know, that's the big things happening this weekend. The draft that happened on Raw or on SmackDown, things like that. So we'll talk about it, and yeah. So I want to thank everybody for being here. So we will see you tomorrow night on No Bucks Given. Have a good night. Stay safe and be well.